start with Mindy, and when you hear where she started in the venture capital world, it probably couldn't be any further than where she is right now. Mindy, if you want to just tell us a little bit.
I'm really excited to share my story. It did start out in venture capital, which for too many years I was writing business plans for startup companies. And honestly, the day my daughter was born, I looked upstairs and said, "Thank you, God, I never have to write a business plan again." A year and a half later, I found myself in the world of infertility, secondary infertility, no explanation. And for 3.5 years, I went through treatment after treatment after treatment, and there was nobody to help advocate for me. What I found there was my passion for an industry. Relationship building for me started in this very room at Professional Women's Club of Chicago. This is where I truly learned to network. I came here initially thinking, oh, I can network with all these women who could potentially be my clients. What I learned was that I networked to find women who became my mentors. It's finding mentors outside of your industry that are less myopic, and those are the people that can really help you build when you have those adversity moments. You have to be good with risk. You have to have a stomach for it. But I think when we talk about risk, we need to talk about calculated risk. And I also think that when you are taking a risk, you have to be able to reposition yourself if it's a mistake, and be able to rebound from it quickly. No ego involved. You cut your losses and you move on. And then you look at that mistake and you say, what is the benefit? What is the silver lining in this error? What can I learn from it? And what differentiator can I create from it in order to move to the next calculated risk? I think the fourth thing that I work to strive on every day is giving back. And that's through the charitable arm of my organization that I opened. The Jude Andrew Adam Charitable Fund is to give a financially needy couple a free fertility cycle. And I was inspired by the quote from Winston Churchill, who said, "You make a living by what you get, but you make a life by what you give." And that's the mission of my Jude Andrew Adams Charitable Fund. My mission statement for Lotus was always to be patient advocate, and every day, every client, although they present with different situations, it is always how can I best advocate for this particular client in this particular situation? Can I do it alone, or do I need to pull in other professionals? And I have all of those resources at my fingertips through my networking, but the core mission has never changed, to be the best advocate for each individual.
Some of Mindy's stories. I think I've even been at some meetings where some of the men at the table are like, what? So how do you, I think you channel that energy better than anybody.
I think, again, take the ego out of it. You can't be alarmed by what everybody has to say. Choose your mentors, listen, hear, and decide if it's relevant or not. And don't sway from your dream.